Ever written an ad that your boss loved, but your audience ignored? Or maybe you tried to be clever, only to be completely misunderstood. In today's video, we're diving into a masterclass from one of the greatest copywriters of all time, John Caples. We're pulling insights from a brutally honest, shockingly practical chapter of his book, Tested Advertising Methods. We'll talk about how to appeal to a mass market audience. This isn't theory, it's real-world tested advice that still works today, especially in a world drowning in bad copy. Let's dig in. Caples learned early. The simpler the message, the bigger the impact. He tried to write a clever ad for a hair growth treatment with this headline: "I would be in jail if my treatment didn't grow hair." Bold, yes. Effective? Nope. People misunderstood it completely, even inside the agency. The lesson? If a fellow copywriter doesn't get your ad, what chance does the average reader have? Never let your image say one thing while your headline says another. Clarity wins. Caples gives us 3 copywriting commandments. Use short paragraphs, use short sentences, use short words. The reason? Blocks of dense text scare readers away. Long sentences make people work too hard, and long words, well, they just confuse or bore. In fact, one author Caples admired rewrote his entire book using a 10-year-old as his editor. Basically, any word the kid didn't understand got replaced with a simpler one. Result? A book kids love to read, even in their free time. But Caples didn't just stop at words. He even talks about punctuation fatigue. He warns us to avoid too many contractions. We're looks like where, he'll looks like hell. Too many exclamation marks. They confuse the eye and clutter the message. Headlines that trick the brain. Here's how can look like howl. Payroll looks like it has 3 L's. Every extra second of confusion adds up, especially when you're reaching millions. Caples backs up his ideas with hard data. He shares headline test after headline test, showing how adding a simple word or clarifying the benefit boosts results. For example, hay fever got 297 replies while dry up hay fever got 380 replies, a 27% increase. Or for example, retire in 15 years became how a man of 40 can retire in 15 years, and pulled better leads. In another case, simply changing repair to fix increased orders by 20%. Fix feels faster and easier, and that's what people want. Caples despised style-conscious copy. You know the kind, flowery writing that sounds smart but says nothing. He shows how the sentence, "It is unlawful to appropriate for your personal use any property that rightfully belongs to other individuals," is no match for "Thou shalt not steal." Simple wins, even for smart readers. Caples reminds us, you don't impress people by confusing them. You impress them by being understood. Caples gives plenty of hilarious and painful examples of ads that flopped because they weren't clear. An ad for a radio featured a picture of a speedboat and the word power. People thought it was an ad for a motorboat. He wrote a headline, "I will give you bulldog grit," for a book about courage. His friend thought it was a brand of dog food. He changed it to, "I will give you bulldog courage." Lesson: if there's any chance your message can be misunderstood, it will be. Even magazine circulation departments know the power of headlines. They routinely rewrite article titles to get more sales from newsstands. Here's one example. How to beat insomnia without sleeping pills became how to sleep without pills. Cleaner, simpler, more direct. Caples urges us, rewrite your headline, then sleep on it, then rewrite it again. This chapter is one of the most eye-opening lessons in tested advertising methods, and we barely scratched the surface. So if you want to write copy that connects, sells, and sticks in people's minds, this book is a goldmine. So grab your copy today. You'll find the link in the description. And remember, don't write for applause, write for results. See you in the next video.